Perfect. Right. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jesus Star Award. Before I begin, I have a question. Has anyone here attended every single presentation that has been going on for this year? I'm curious to see if anyone's been able to, is everyone's got every badge maybe? I wonder how big their sashes are going to be.
I don't think so, but we do. I don't think so, but we did have somebody today who was invested, which done over 60 of the. I'm not even sure now. I think it was awards,
Wow.
not honors. That's right. So somebody did a really amazing amount of them. Yeah.
That is amazing. Congratulations to them. Well, hopefully this is another badge that you can add onto your sash, guys. It's the Jesus is Star Award. And it is really good to see you all again. I did a presentation a few months ago, so I hope you're all well. Are we all ready to start? That's the big question, because I hope so, because let's begin our award. Well, welcome. My name is Charlotte, for those of you that don't know me. And we are going to be doing a presentation today about Jesus's star. Now, we have just said a prayer over the presentation, but let's say a quick prayer together about learning about this topic. So hands together, eyes closed, and let's pray. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you that we have this opportunity to learn today about the beautiful star in the sky that you sent when Jesus was born. Open our minds and our hearts so we can learn more about you and the amazing things that you do for us. In your name I pray, Amen. Right, let's start. So, do you all have your worksheets printed off for this presentation? Because if you do, we're going to be answering some questions along with Mr. Pencil. So Mr. Pencil, whenever he appears on the screen, that means we can answer a question together. Now, I want to see you guys trying to answer in the chat, or if you have your worksheets, write down the answers straight away in the worksheets. Whatever you want to do is fine. But I'll give you clues along the way whenever we get to a question, okay? Right. So, my first question, what is a star? Does anyone know what a star is? You can either type away or you can just say, yes, you know what a star is. Does anyone know what a star is?
All righty. Question there from Charlotte, guys. What is a star? Somebody says yes. That means they know what a star is.
Perfect.
Very good. That's a very good beginning for us, guys. What is a star? Somebody says it's a part of space.
Oh, it is a part of space. How
somebody
exciting.
Said yes again. And somebody says it's a ball. Somebody said it's
a ball.
Yeah, bright. Because somebody says it's shining on the sky. The sun is a star, somebody said.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like people do know what stars are, because a star is a huge glowing ball of gas. And there are billions and billions of stars out in space, and they bring us lots of light. So Mr. Pencil says we can complete the first question, and it sounds like you've got the answer already. What is a star? A star is a huge glowing ball of gas. Well done, everyone. I'm very impressed.
Yep, Facebook came in just a little bit later, but they said the same thing. A ball of fire. Well, they said a ball of fire.
Oh, that's much more exciting than a ball of gas.
Yes.
Right. So we have lots and lots of stars in our universe. But how did they get there? Who made the stars? Does anyone know who made the stars and put them there?
That is a very hard question, but I have a feeling that our adventurers will give you the straight answer. Oh yeah, the answer is already in. And I'm just giving a little bit of time for Facebook to catch up.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness, we've got an answer, a very clever answer. Stars are huge celestial bodies. That was for the previous one.
Now, let me be very clear that I would not be able to spell the word celestial altogether. So well done, adventurers.
But
we do have some big words in this presentation, so good luck, everyone.
So they're all coming in saying God made the stars.
Perfect. Right. God did make the stars. He made every single one out there for us to, and they all twinkle away in the beautiful sky, along with everything else in the universe that he made. He's amazing, isn't he? So, next question. Who made the stars? God created the stars for us. Well done, everyone. I'm very impressed. So, when did God make the stars? Well, we can find that answer in our Bibles, because in Genesis, it says that God created the world in 7 days. What do you think he made on day 4, everyone?
Charlotte is asking what was made on day 4. Do you know, adventurers? Ooh.
Tough question.
Okay.
But I have faith in you. Your biblical knowledge is amazing.
Somebody wrote down that God, okay, Camille wrote, it is the God created moon and the sun.
As well as the stars?
Ooh,
Oh.
and then
Oh, I've got stars.
somebody else, yes, added stars.
I've got
That's right.
stars, moon, and sun from Patience.
Congratulations. You're all correct. On day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars. So you can put that down as your next answer on your worksheet. Okay. So now I need you to all stand up and have a movement break, everybody. I need you to stand up and go and look outside the window. Can you all do that for me very quickly? Can you see any stars? Can you see any stars? I can't look out the window at the moment. Any stars?
No stars here, Charlotte.
Why? Why aren't there any stars? What's wrong? Why can't you see stars? I thought they were in the sky.
I was thinking the same.
Does anyone know why we can't see stars at the moment? Can anyone think why?
No,
because it's daytime.
Oh,
You are correct, whoever that voice was. It's daytime and we can't see the stars in the day because the sun is shining. So my question is, when can we see the stars?
In the
All right.
night.
You
in
are
the
right.
night.
At night time. So we can answer our next questions. When can you see the stars? You can see them at night time. You're all so very clever. I'm very, very proud. Now, someone's already answered this question, but we're going to go through it anyway, because the stars are very, very, very far away from us, except for one star. Which is the closest star to us?
The closest star to us, if I can ask you guys to write it in the chat.
Please, I want to see.
Only reason for that is because then everybody can be part of this answering process. Otherwise, when you give the right answer to everybody else, then, you know, there's no point in writing. So, Charlotte, the answers are flying in once again.
And what's the answer?
The answer,
Sun.
sun.
The sun. Yes, you're right. The sun is the closest star to our planet, and it lights up the sky in the daytime. But did you know that the light from the sun reflects off the moon at night, and therefore it lights up the night sky? So technically, our sun is giving us light all the time. That's really clever, isn't it? So we can answer the next question. Which star is closest to us? And you all got it right. It's the sun. Well done, everyone. So now it's story time. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened a very long time ago and very far away. So there were some wise men who lived in the East, and they were very, very clever. And they read a lot of books, but they also studied the stars. And one day they saw something in the sky, something very, very important. In fact, it was a message to tell them that baby Jesus had been born. Does anyone know what it might be? Any questions, any clues? What do you think they saw?
I think that our adventurers know that answer.
A star.
Star, very good, very
You're
good.
right, it was a star. The star they saw in the east told the wise men that Jesus had been born, and it guided the wise men to where Jesus was in the stable in Bethlehem. That's really cool, isn't it? So we can answer the next question. What did the wise men see when baby Jesus was born? They saw a star in the east. Congratulations, you're all so clever. Now, we've got a little fun part of our presentation to go through. Did you know that lots of stars grouped together make a pattern in the sky? So there are lots of different patterns in the sky, and each one has its own name and its own pattern. And this is called a constellation. And here you can see lots of different constellations, and each one has a name and has a different shape. So Mr. Pencil says we can answer the next question. What is a pattern of stars called? And it's called a constellation. That's a very big word, but don't worry if you can't spell it. I'm sure we'll be able to guess. So I have a picture of a constellation for you right here. And I want you to have a look at this constellation and see if you can make a pattern out of it. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to have a look. Can you see a pattern?
I think I can. I'm not sure can others see, but there is a small little pattern. This constellation is a little bit, more known to us than Samuel says that he can see it as well.
Oh, wow. Shall I show you what it is then? I'm going to give
Yes.
you a clue. We can see someone's clothing in this pattern, maybe a belt. Can you see 3 stars together to make a belt? Because this constellation is Orion. Orion is a hunter. Can you see he's holding a bow and he's wearing his very shiny belt? So that's one constellation you've learned about today. This is Orion. So let's look at another one. Can you see a pattern in this constellation? It's a bit hard to see, but can you see a pattern? This one's a bit smaller than the other one.
Yeah, a little bit hard, I think, but
It's a bit hard.
let's Charlotte, maybe you can tell us what it is.
I'm going to show you. This constellation looks like a saucepan. It's called Ursa Major, which means the Great Bear in Latin. Do you think it looks like a saucepan? I think it looks like a saucepan.
Looks like a saucepan, 100%. We love saucepan and constellation.
There's a very cool constellation. In fact, it's one of our easiest to spot constellations in the night sky because it's a very big constellation. So we have one more. This is our last constellation. What shape do you think this constellation might be? Anyone got any clues? Any ideas? No? Shall I show you?
We haven't got
Okay.
any on Facebook yet. No.
No, okay, I'm going to show you. This constellation is called Cassiopeia, and you can see Cassiopeia because it looks like a W in the sky. So Cassiopeia was a queen from Greece, and you can see the W in the sky the same time that you can see the saucepan in the sky. So these are just 3 constellations out of all the constellations out there in the sky. So next time when you go out and have a look at the stars, I want you to see if you can find any patterns in the sky, or maybe make your own patterns up. I think that will be quite fun. So Mr. Pencil says we can answer the next question. I want you to name a famous constellation. Well, we've learned about 3. We've learned about Orion, Ursa Major, or you can put Great Bear, or Cassiopeia, which Cassiopeia is a bit hard to spell, so maybe put one of the other 2. Okay. Now, this is an activity for you guys to do. You don't have to do it now, but I'd like to see you try and make your own constellation on your worksheet. I've given you lots and lots of little dots to make your own pattern and make your own constellation. And I want you to give it a name as well. And if you don't show me today what you've made, that's fine. I would love to see maybe your constellations one day and see what you managed to come up with. This is what I came up with. This is my constellation. It's called the Fisherman. And it reminds me of Jesus's disciples because it looks like a fish, doesn't it? And Jesus's disciples were fishermen. So I want you to try and make your own constellations on your worksheet. It might be a bit hard to do, but hopefully you'll be able to find something. Take your time. I'm sure you'll find something exciting.
And when they've done that, Charlotte, maybe they could send that over to the link that we've just posted on the chat in the chats.
Yes, please.
The day antique, you could put in the gallery.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Adventist.uk, and then we can put that up on the gallery. So all your exciting constellation creations, we'd love to see them.
I like that name as well, Constellation Creations. Yes, please. It would be great. We could have our own little adventure of constellations. Right, let's move on to our next part of the presentation. Why do we have stars? Well, besides lighting up the night sky and looking really pretty, they can actually help you find your way at night. So sailors have been known to use stars to find their way across the sea. Stars can guide them to show them what direction they are going. If sailors are lost, they can use the stars to help them find their way, just like the wise men did following the star to Jesus. In fact, there's a really, really important star that helps them find their way. It's called the North Star, because I'm guessing you could probably guess this too, it points north. So does anyone know what direction is north? It's probably hard to tell at the moment, but if we're pointing towards the North Pole at the top of our planet, then that's facing north, isn't it? You can even use a compass to have a look. But what if you don't have a compass and you don't know where north is? What can you use in the night sky? Well, you can use the North Star. So let's try and find the North Star together. Remember Ursa Major, the big bear? Well, the Great Bear has a little baby brother called Ursa Minor, the little bear. So, can you see the big saucepan down here in the corner? If you look at the star that's at the tip of the saucepan and follow it all the way up to the handle of the little saucepan, there's a really bright star there called Polaris, and Polaris is the North Star. So I have a challenge for you to try and find the North Star next time it's a dark night and you can see the stars, okay? So this is how we find it. You find the Great Bear, follow from the tip of the saucepan up to the little saucepan's tail, and there's the North Star. And in fact, if I remember correctly, it's one of the brightest stars in our universe. It's the 48th brightest star, I think, but it means that we can spot it very easily. So we can answer the next question on our worksheet. Where can you find the North Star? Well, you can find it at the end of the tail of Ursa Minor, or the little bear. Well done, guys.
Alex says he's been learning about this. I think he's probably been learning about this at school. So we have a star expert amongst us this afternoon.
Oh, you guys can probably do this presentation better than me. It's been a very long time since I studied stars, but it's very fun to go out and look in the sky and try and find all the stars. So, talking of stars, the sky is a beautiful place in the daytime and the nighttime. But did you know when Jesus left Earth, he rose up to heaven and a cloud hid him from view? And we know that one day Jesus is going to come back again. But how will we know that he's coming back? What direction is he going to come from? Well, the Bible tells us that Jesus is going to come down from the clouds. Every single person on earth is going to see him coming. No matter what country you are from or where you are in the world, you will see Jesus coming down from the clouds. That's quite incredible, isn't it? You can find this information in the Bible in a few places, and I'm going to tell you where to find them. So in Revelation 1, verse 7, it says, "Look, he's coming from the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him." That means even the people that didn't like him. "And all the people on earth will mourn because of him. So shall it be. Amen." That sounds exciting, doesn't it? We can also find it in Daniel 7, verse 13. "In my vision at night, I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man, coming with the clouds of heaven. And he approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence." That also sounds magnificent, doesn't it? Acts 1, verses 9 to 11 also gives us some more clues. "After he said this, he was taken up before their very eyes, and a cloud hid him from sight. The disciples were looking intently up into the sky as he was going, when suddenly two men dressed in white appeared beside them. 'Men of Galilee,' they said, 'why do you stand here looking into the sky? The same way Jesus has been taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way as you've seen him go into heaven.'" That sounds amazing, doesn't it? So when Jesus does come again, we're going to see him come down from the sky in the clouds, and everyone shall see him. I look forward to that day. I hope that you do too. And you can answer the next question on your worksheet. What direction will Jesus come from? He's going to come down from the sky in the clouds. All right. So that's the main part of our presentation over. Congratulations. Well done on being so attentive and listening and answering all the questions. But I hope you enjoyed looking at the stars like I did. So to finish up, we're going to have a little bit of fun. After you've finished your constellation on your worksheet, I want you to decorate the huge star on your worksheet. This is your Christmas star, okay? And I want you to decorate it in many ways. You can colour in, you can put paper mache, you can paint, you can use pastels, whatever you want to do to decorate your Christmas star. I leave that to you. But I want you to have it inspired by the Christmas story. But why am I calling it a Christmas star, you may wonder? Well, the first time in 800 years, a bright star is going to fill the sky over Christmas. But actually, it's not a star at all, but two planets coming together. They are Saturn, the big planet with all the rings, and Jupiter. And they're going to bring a light into the sky for everyone to see. It's going to be just like the Christmas star that the wise men followed, because that star also lit up the night sky, didn't it? So I want you to decorate your star inspired by the story of Jesus's birth, so that you have your very own Christmas star. Well, that sounds like a fun challenge, isn't it? So you've got to do your constellation and your Christmas star, and we want to see all the pictures of your creations, okay? Right, before you get cracking on that though, I have a little treat for you. We are going to sing a song together. Who's ready to sing a song? Type yes in the chat if you want to sing a song. I hope people want to sing a song.
I'm sure they do want to sing a song. Our adventures are famous singers.
Ah.
We have Alex who said yes, and then somebody said letter S, which means song. And Casey and others are saying yes as well as Charlotte. So I think we are ready for the song.
Let's sing our song then. Right, off we go.
I've got some twinkling lights behind me on my tree. Did you know at night you can look up into the sky and you can see lots and lots of twinkling little stars? They're so beautiful, aren't they? Have you ever seen a shooting?
Oh, mine has frozen. Has yours frozen?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna
Shooting
press play
star that
again.
goes all the way across the sky. Technically, it's not a star, but it's so, so pretty. Did you know we're all little stars for Jesus? Here, look, I'm a little star for Jesus. Can you copy me and show me how you're all little stars? Because we're going to sing to Jesus about being his little stars. So, show me your little stars as your little faces, and we're going to sing I'm a little star. Are you ready? I'm a little star for Jesus, ever shining bright and clear. I'm a little star for Jesus, and I'll shine throughout the year. I'm a little star, a happy little star. I'm a little star for Jesus. I'm a little star, a happy little star. I'm a little star for Jesus. Twinkling little stars, you're all so bright and beautiful. What if you all walk around the room? Then you could be my shooting stars. What do you think? Shall we sing again? I think so. Are you ready, little stars? Let's sing. I'm a little star for Jesus, ever shining bright and clear. I'm a little star for Jesus, and I'll shine throughout the year. I'm a little star, a happy little star. I'm a little star for Jesus. I'm a little star, a happy little star. I'm a little star for Jesus. My beautiful, beautiful little stars, I'm so proud of you. You all shine so brightly. God must be looking on us and thinking what wonderful it is that we're all shining bright for him. Keep shining, my little stars.
I heard lots and lots of singing there. People must have not muted their microphones. It sounded great, guys. Did you enjoy singing that?
On Facebook, they must have been singing away too, because there were so many people waiting to sing, Charlotte. So, yeah,
I'm
fabulous.
glad. It was fun singing with you. Now, that is the end of my presentation.